You know that feeling when everyone at work treats you like a machine? That was my life until I stopped saving them. I worked for a US branch of a Chinese-owned tech company. The people in China got millions in venture funding. But we saw none of it. Our budget was tight, our hardware ancient. And yet, their expectations were sky high. I was the IT guy, the one-man support system. And apparently, that made me everyone's miracle worker. They opened a new office on the West Coast and told me, send them equipment from what's left after the layoffs. We had nothing new, just 5-year-old machines. But I packed them carefully, shipped them, and hoped that would be enough. 5 days later, angry call. This laptop isn't executive level. I sighed. You didn't ask for an executive laptop. Well, surely you have something better. I didn't. Still, I found one from a recently laid-off engineer. Core i7, 16 gigs RAM, solid SSD. I wiped it, set it up, shipped it again. A few days later, another angry call. This thing's too heavy. The charger's like a brick. He travels for work, didn't you know that? No, of course I didn't. But fine, I sent another one. And that was only the beginning. Every week came new urgent emails. Send a MacBook Pro by Monday. Ship monitors overnight. Include a printer next day delivery. They wanted miracles on 24-hour notice. Without paying for new gear or shipping. I told my boss, I'm not a magician. Our service level agreement says 48 hours minimum just for setup. He just said, do what you can. It's a priority. So I did exactly that. Every time a last-minute request arrived, I copied our HR and 2 vice presidents in the email chain. Writing politely. This request does not comply with our SLA. I'll try my best, but additional costs may apply. Suddenly, people stopped demanding. Because now their own names were on those costs. When the complaints didn't stop, I escalated again. From now on, I wrote, all deliveries will go FedEx first overnight. With arrival before 8 a.m. Priority shipping cost about $100 per box. Charged directly to their department. A week later, the West Coast director called me furious. These shipping bills are insane. I could buy new computers for that money. I put him on hold, walked into HR's office, turned on speakerphone, and said, please, continue. He started shouting in broken English and Mandarin. Our HR calmly replied, you requested 8 a.m. delivery. That's the cost. Also, do not yell at our staff again. Silence. Call ended. HR smiled. That was the first time I actually enjoyed my job in months. After that, things calmed down for a bit. Then came the merger. Our company got absorbed by a bigger firm. Departments were restructured. And somehow, I ended up doing half the work of 5 departments. Support, implementation, development, data migration, sales support. At first, I didn't mind. I liked being useful. But soon, everyone started taking advantage. Instead of asking politely, they just dumped tasks into my calendar. Sometimes I'd discover meetings I was supposed to lead 5 minutes before they started. No one cared about deadlines. Only about getting their numbers. My manager constantly demanded reports, while ignoring the fact that I had 0 time. If clients delayed data or access, she'd scream. Then make them move faster. That's your job. No, it wasn't. But she didn't care. Then one day, during a random meeting, the head of data conversion joined our call. He said, "You know, someone in your department has been solving data migration problems faster than my entire team. That's you, right?" I laughed, a bit embarrassed. He told me one of his clients praised my work, saying I handled everything solo and even improved their reporting systems. Then he said the words that changed everything. "Would you like to transfer to my department full-time? We'll pay you properly and protect your time." I didn't hesitate. As fate would have it, right in that moment, my current boss saw our call on the company system and barged in. She started yelling mid-meeting. "Why are you wasting time chatting? You have open tickets. You never call the clients." I tried to explain again that I had too much on my plate. She cut me off. "I'm tired of your excuses. Just do your job and shut up." That was it. I hung up, called the data conversion director back, and said, "How soon can I start?" He laughed. "Yesterday. Take the rest of the day off. Grab a beer. You've earned it." And that's exactly what I did. The next morning, I informed every team politely that I would no longer be available for extra tasks. Everyone ignored it. They kept adding meetings and tasks to my calendar. So I deleted them and did my actual work. Then, chaos. Support tickets piled up. Projects stalled. Sales demos failed. Within weeks, response time jumped from 2 hours to 8 days. Sales success dropped from 85% to 25%. Development satisfaction plunged by half. And one client canceled a contract entirely. My old boss was drowning. A senior executive pulled me aside one day. "We've noticed every department you used to help just had their worst quarter in company history. Care to explain?" My new boss answered for me. "Unrealistic expectations. No respect for workload. And zero reward for results." That quarter, the CEO introduced new rules. Bonuses and raises would now depend on personal results, not just seniority. Half the old managers quit within a month. Meanwhile, in my new department, things finally made sense. My boss actually listened. I built small tools that saved us thousands of hours of manual work. We started crushing targets. Everyone laughed more. I slept better. The best part? When other teams called begging for my help, my boss would smile and say, "Sure, as soon as you finish his work for him." They never called again. Now, every time someone calls me a miracle worker, I just laugh. Because I'm not a magician. I just finally stopped performing for free.